Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Camden. I hope that you're all having a wonderful day. Right now, I have a break from teaching English online, and I really want to send this energy and this message to everybody out there. So, online English teaching is not only a wonderful job, but I have some really great tips that I'm going to share with you guys in this video. Because when you become an online English teacher, not only do you have the freedom and the flexibility that you've always wanted, but most importantly, you make great money. That's right, you make great money. You can make anywhere between $1,000 if you're doing it part-time per month, or you can work yourself up to $2,000 to $4,000, and some people are now even going beyond $4,000 teaching online each month. And then if you put that into perspective, throughout 1 year, for example, in 2018, I was able to make over $35,000, which is crazy. I never imagined that I could do that at my home. That's why it's my dream job. So I got about 5 tips I'm going to share with you guys how you can have a better class with a new student, or even if it's a regular student. And the first thing I'm going to jump into is props. A lot of people have different props, whether it be a calendar or a stuffed animal. There's so many things out there that a lot of people know. So I'm not going to go over those things. What I'm going to go over is my own personal slice of creativity. I want all of you guys and gals to remember out there that you are a teacher. You are supposed to be planting the seeds of creativity and imagination and allowing that student to come to full fruition to their true potential. So one of the things that I like to do is to share things that are very, of high interest in my life. For example, kids love when I show them things like chocolate. Now, I could cover the name, I don't care. I like to get local fair traded coffee, bean to bar. There was nothing available at the store. So for example, when I see a new student, or even if I have a regular student, and I say, hey, look, did you go to the supermarket today? And they're like, oh, yeah, I got some chicken today. And I say, guess what? I got chocolate today. And I will literally open it up right in front of them. Get out of here, you chocolate. Anyway, I don't want to rip it out. But I will literally open up the chocolate, show them the silver lining. Get out of here. I want to get it out for you guys. Here. So what I would do is I say, wow, look at it. And then I open it up really slowly and I show them a little piece of chocolate. And they're like, I love chocolate, teacher. And then some students are like, teacher, please stop. I want some chocolate. And then you're going to have some students that may not even like chocolate, may not be interested in what you're showing. So that's why it's important to have a lot of things that are ready to roll. Another thing that I really like to use is a Chinese book sometimes. I haven't used this one in a long time, but this is one reason why I was able to jump into their culture and to learn about their culture. I've shared this different times in some videos, but it's been a long time. When you learn how to start writing in Chinese and you start to learn how to speak a little bit in Chinese, look, it's not a requirement to know how to communicate in Chinese in lessons and things like that. But is it going to be to your added benefit? Absolutely, yes. It's a huge asset to have. So, yes, some parents may not want any Chinese at all in the lesson, and that's okay. But there's going to be some teachable moments where the parents think it's great. Wow, the teacher is interested in our culture. Wow, the teacher can write Chinese. Wow, the teacher can speak Chinese. All of those things are going to be an added bonus to your reputation. Whoops. Next thing is, you guys are probably wondering why I have all these plants in here. So I went fruit tree shopping yesterday, had a blast, had to drive to the city to get it. But for example, when I'm teaching my next few lessons today, and I asked a student, do you like flowers? Do you have a garden? And now these are more advanced students because they have to know garden vocabulary, plant or vegetable or flower or something. But if you show this to somebody, you can say plant, you can say flower, You could say vegetable. There's so many things that you can use. So for example, even if you don't want to say it's a flower or a plant, you could say, what color? Pink. So students and parents, from my experience, when I show them something like this, the parent will come over, oh wow, and they start whispering and stuff like that. That's excitement, and that's when I get those extra bookings. You don't have to do all this. You don't have to go out and buy plants and show them chocolate or show them almond milk, my favorite drink. Do you know almonds? Almond milk. You have to learn how to talk to your students. Now I can show all of this stuff to new students or advanced students, my regular students. And another thing is, there's a little sound effect, right? Seeds. A lot of students will be like, hey, what is that, Teacher Camden? Oh, what is that? And I'll say, it's seeds. And then I'll show them a picture of a chili plant. And they say, oh no, teacher, I don't like it. It's too hot. So when you show them something that's not just a stuffed animal turtle, which is great, it's absolutely a great thing to use because all students are different, every teacher is different. I'm up here hoping that showing what interests me and what makes me a effective teacher with the students that I get to have lessons with, hopefully it will plant the seeds and start off your own set of creativity and your own style of imagination and how you can effectively teach better and become a more successful online instructor. Next thing, this is a big one. My wife said, you're crazy, why are you taking all these inside? This is a really big tropical, like ornamental plant. And what I've been thinking about doing is turning one of my backgrounds, I'll have to get further back from the camera, but maybe putting some live plants, like some ornamentals behind me with the Palfish logo and props and stuff like that, and have a really great seasonal background, like when the Dragon Boat Festival is going on, you could have the picture of a dragon boat behind you, and then that will indicate again that you are connecting with their culture, you are interested. These are all things that are going to help you. So what do I have left? I showed you guys in the last video the chopsticks. Do you have chopsticks? I'm not going to reiterate that too much. Am I okay with my chopsticks? I always ask my students, am I holding it okay? And they'll say, wow, teacher, you're doing a pretty good job. And the easiest one is a toothbrush. That's right, I'm serious. A lot of these lessons that we have in the official course sometimes can be related to doctors or dentists. There's a whole lesson or two or three, I think, about going to the dentist. So having something like a toothbrush can kind of liven up the lesson, bring a little grin to their face, a little happiness, a little fun, and then it's also reinforcement for them to have good habits, and parents love stuff like that. You might have some students who don't have any parents in the back that would never come into the room, and you might have some students who are always accompanied by a parent. And sometimes it might be off and on, maybe sometimes yes, sometimes no. So as I'm saying all these things, you have to remember that every single student and lesson is going to be completely different. You need to adapt and move on. Not everything's going to happen the way you want it to. It's not. That's just life. So you have to be able to keep rolling forward. Learn how to adapt in that moment, in that situation, and ask yourself, what is the best move that I can make that's going to make this lesson better? So for example, I'm a little bit hyperactive. I was classified, labeled as ADD since first grade, since I was 6 years old. So my hyper personality kind of goes perfectly with online teaching, and also in a school too. But especially with online teaching, because when you have the new student, it's really shy. You can hear the crickets in the back, or when you have a regular student, just because you have a regular student doesn't mean you can get complacent and get relaxed. You have to keep adding flavors and levels and layers to that lesson. You have to learn how to spice things up, make things new, make things different, so that student doesn't get used to the same old routine, things like that. You got to be aware of these things. Anything else? Money. That's right, money. You could show something like some money. with regular students, because the students, they love money. They love the red packets that they get, you know, in the Chinese New Year for a spring festival. So you show them something like this or whatever kind of currency you have, and then you could write on the board like this equals 100 RMB. And a lot of students, they love numbers. A lot of students, they like math. So when you show them real life situations and real life props, it brings out a whole different character in yourself as a teacher. And that's the stuff that will make the students remember you and come back for more and more. Another thing that I like to show, one of my favorite foods, is the peanut butter. That's right. Some students, they don't know what it is. Some students, they don't like it. Some students love it. Another thing, some people are probably thinking, this dude's crazy, man. He's talking about shampoo and learning English. So shampoo does work. When sometimes unless when you have to wash their face or take a bath, smells good. Green, bottle. There's so many different vocabulary words. Top, close, top. And then you could illustrate like you're doing a shampooing your hair, you know? And then sometimes they'll laugh from that. Sometimes they look at you like, what are you doing, teacher? You know? These are all things that you have to test and experiment. What works for that student? What does not work for that student? And then you can take a note and remember that for the next lesson. So all of you guys out there, I want to say thank you so much for the support in the previous video about the whole visa situation. I appreciate all the positive feedback. I really do. And especially a few messages that I got from some people have motivated me to keep these videos going, to keep this channel going, because some people, they want to just tear you down. Some people just want to suck your energy, right? But you can't allow that to happen. You have got to be stronger. You have got to be able to outlast and have endurance in this life, in this teaching career. And another thing that I really want to bring into full light is Data ABC has cut a lot of their workforce. GoGo Kids has cut a lot of their workforce and laid off some teachers and some employees, according to this article that I'm going to share with you guys. And also, VIPKIDS, they lost millions of dollars. Okay, so when you get into online English teaching, you have to remember that you are an independent contractor, that nothing is quote unquote guaranteed. Okay, 80% of the online teaching companies in China are not even profitable right now. 80%. I'll leave the link for that article as well. I feel very grateful. I'm so happy that I have Palfish in my life. Palfish has changed my life forever. And I just want you guys to have awareness about the companies that you're teaching for, the time spent that you're working for these companies. And wow, there's just so many things I could really go into, but I'm not trying to make that kind of energetic video about talking about other companies in that light. I want to shed the light so that teachers out there, as me, I've been in that situation where I've done jobs for some side work and was not compensated for my time. And I lost money. And I had to give my time and my energy and had to go through all that. So I bring a lot of these videos out to shed the truth, to shed the light on different areas. Not just everything that is peaches and cream, but things that are a reality and things that are affecting a lot of teachers. So all the love, all the support, all the feedback, that's why I keep going with this YouTube channel. Yes, I have a personal goal to keep going, but when I get a message from people, it motivates me. It gives me the fuel. It gives me the energy to keep going forward. And I want you guys to know, no matter where you are in your life, whether you're starting to become a teacher or you're an advanced teacher or you have no idea what you want to do, you're not alone. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to have a purpose. You have to discover your purpose. I was able enough to discover my purpose when I was 15, 16 years old as a swimming instructor. And I said, wow, I love seeing people improve from where they were last week. And it's a great feeling inside. And then it's a great feeling for that swimmer, that student, that client. And then the whole family, the parents who are so happy that their son or daughter is improving in something. And then that word of mouth starts to rotate in your community. And before you know it, you have a lot of people who want to do classes and lessons with you. And that's what ultimately happened 15, 16 years old when I was teaching swimming lessons. And then I just always realized I like working with kids. They're fun, they're cool, they're funny, they got a lot of energy. They don't have all the adult drama, you know? So I found my purpose as a teacher very early on. But it wasn't until I started to travel and I started to try different things and fail and make mistakes and take risk. And sometimes, yes, my family had to back me up, you know? And that's why I do my best to try to give back to the whole world and to people who are involved with my type of lifestyle, my type of career. Because there's teachers all across the world in every single country. And then there's a smaller percent who are teaching English online, and even a smaller percent who are sharing these things on the internet and on through social media. It's like a baby right now with online teaching, and it's growing, it's expanding, and there's so many things to keep learning every day. So the most important thing that you need to focus on is yourself, your online instruction, how effective you are, and how you can continue to evolve and adapt with each new day, with each new lesson, with each new student. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. I have a few more lessons to teach right now. My whole room is kind of filled up with plants. I'm going to take them back outside. I might leave one in here to show some of my new students, see if they like it or they don't like it. It's the first time I'm going to actually share live plants with them. So you guys, take care of yourself, have faith in yourself, but you got to be willing to put in the hard work. I mean, no one's going to do it for you. No one, you know, all these videos I upload on my YouTube channel, all the extra stuff that I do unpaid, you know, that's what it truly takes to become successful in life and within yourself. Success, yes, can be a relative term, but you have to ask yourself at the end of the day, are you happy? Are you healthy? And do you feel safe? And if you got those three things covered, the next is, okay, what about my financial opportunities? Am I bringing in the type of finances that I want to fulfill my life and my future? These are all things that you need to be focusing on every day to become a better person and also more mature. And that's something that I'm trying to teach myself and learn about every day, is how to become more mature, how to, no matter what's happening in my relationships or my personal life, if something happens that's challenging, I just have to say, whoa, I need to be stronger. I can't look for complaint. I can't look for bad attitude. I have to rise above it, become stronger, and move on, because tomorrow's a new day, you know? And then boom, I passed the test, something good's gonna come through. And I wanna say thank you to everyone clicking into my teacher referral links. Just got a new teacher hired today. So thank you so much, Emma. God bless all of you all out there. You know, whatever type of life, faith you're living, I live with a higher purpose, and I'm just so thankful to be where I'm at right now with my life and to be able to share these videos and these messages and this energy with all of you. So take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and do your best job every day. Adios, amigos. Thank you so much.